Yo, Dogger here, Clinton Dogger Mullins, coming to you live from my little shop. I've been setting up a screen printing setup, and I'm also practicing in here. Putting on some new strings on a new guitar. It's new to me. It was I traded one of my really nice Fender guitars for it. I'll show you here. It's a Cole Clark Angel. I think it's the Angel 2. I'm not really sure, but it says Angel in there. You can see it. Anyways, the gentleman that played this bought this in Australia. And the cool thing about that is when he bought it, he was busking in Australia and learning how to do the style of music where they do a lot of percussion. Andy McGee, stuff like that. There's a bunch of other names out there that people that play this style where they're like pluck in and they do some percussive stuff as well. You can tell from the wear marks, but and the bridge falling on the ground. Luckily that thing is a bone nut, so it didn't break when it fell, hopefully. But I'm gonna put some strings on this and kind of talk about what I've been up to. And I opened a new business called Grunge Harbor LLC. And we're an entertainment business, and we're going to be making merch and stuff like that for bands, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty stoked about it. And it didn't break. Check this out. That's good. And I remember where it went. You know, I've been there a few times and been like, okay, which way does it go on? I can't remember. Actually, that happened earlier when I dropped it. I had to go look at a few other guitars. So anyways, Grunge Harbor, I'm pretty stoked about it. We're working on t-shirts and different things like cups. We made a couple coffee cups last night and they turned out awesome on our new heat press we have over here. I'll show you the heat press. Now you can see it in the background over there. That thing's rad. It does hats, does just about anything. I'm super stoked on it. But I'm gonna start cleaning this up, and you know, just because I'm doing it this way doesn't mean you need to do it this way. This guitar probably doesn't need it, but I'm gonna throw some of this crap on here and clean it up. It was all set up when I got it. It looked really good, but there seemed to be a lot of finger vibes all over it, and I'm gonna try to get a lot of those finger vibes off and the grime and clean her up because I have a show tomorrow. I just booked a show at the Montesano Moose here in Montesano, which I'm pretty stoked. You know, this is my hometown where I live, and to get to play a show in town and run sound for another musician, I'm pretty stoked about that. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I'm not really know how it works for people if they want to go to those shows, but after tomorrow, I'll know. So it's my first time playing at a Moose. I know I've signed in a few times and saw people play at different ones. And this guitar is it's just super beautiful. It blows me away. Just some of the workings on here, like that little thing right there. It's just beautiful. So anyways, I'm going to clean this headstock up a little bit, the back of it. And I'm using a mouse trackpad, an Apple for an iMac to hold the neck down. You got to use what you got, you know. So Grunge Harbor is this new LLC that I started recently, and I'm really excited about it. I think that we're going to do big things and amazing things for our community. One of the things I'm working on right now is I'm working on putting together a benefit show for suicide awareness. And I think that's something that's really needed. And we're going to do that. And we're going to make a difference and do what we can. Also, Grunge Harbor is going to be basically, we just made a website. We haven't really even fully been like, hey, this is who we are. We just got our logo done. It's really cool. It's a G and an H in the shape of a guitar. It turned out really rad. Had some help with it. Super stoked on it. But I'm gonna have it on coffee cups, hats, shirts, and our Facebook page is gonna be really rad. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up this week. What's been going on? I haven't been on my YouTube much this summer, as you noticed. Like, I did a lot of adventures. I was on my motorcycle. I traveled over and did a run to Idaho and back. My girlfriend and I, we went all the way to Crater Lake and back. That was an amazing trip. Really, really good trip this summer. It was like 100 degrees. We're full leathered out and just, it was hot, but it was fun. And we just brought the camping gear right there on the Harley and went camping. So that was really nice. And then I played a lot of shows, worked on a lot of music, and now I'm just going to be focusing on playing music and getting this business off the ground. The other part of the business that I'm super excited about is on putting on shows or open mic. And we're putting on open mic every other week right now at the Cave in Aberdeen, which is going over really well. One night we had almost 30 people there, and it's a smaller venue, so that's pretty good. And I built a sound system, a QSC sound system. I got the Touch Mix 16. I've got a few of the K12s, 0.2, 2000 watt, 12-inch speakers. And then I've got the three-way K15s coming in, and I'm pretty stoked on that. I'll have those tomorrow. Excuse me. And I'm going to be doing subs. I haven't decided on the subs yet, so I haven't ordered subs for that setup yet. It seems like the QSC subs right now, people are having a lot of problems with them, and I've been looking at like the Yamaha and a few other brands that I think I might go that way. I wanted to stick it all QSC, but if there's bad reviews on one thing, there's no point in keeping it all one. Unless you want to sponsor me QSC, so whenever the 18s blow up, you could just give me a new one. We could work that out. But building the sound system, I'm really stoked about. I can offer people that play. I just got a text. They got me off guard. But we could help people get live recordings from our when you go to open mic or anytime I run sound, which I can do right off the board. And the sound is incredible. It's sounding really good. So I'm super stoked on the audio quality that we're getting off of the recordings. Also, I'm going to be for hire. So if you need a sound guy for your show and you want to get a live recording, something that you can have all the tracks to mix down in Pro Tools or whatever DAW that you use, I can do that for you. Depending on if I'm booked. I've been getting booked more and more out. And I'm trying to, play a lot as a musician myself in multiple bands. But I would like to help some other bands too, as in doing sound and providing a live recording from the performances. Or even you could have me help you put on a big show with all the equipment, and I can just run sound for your festival or something like that. That's the kind of thing I really want to help with. And then January 6th, I'm having my birthday party. I'm turning 40. And we're doing an acoustic fest type of deal with a bunch of performers. And I'm going to be recording it all. I'm going to, getting a phone call. I had to silence it. After I record it all, I'm going to put out a compilation album and probably have a Grunge Harbor compilation album from the 40th birthday party. And I'm pretty stoked about that. It's going to be rad. But yeah, that's about what's going on. And I'm going to keep cleaning this sucker up. So one of the things I do when I get a new guitar is I grab some wire wool, this stuff right here. And if there's metal pieces, like the gentleman that had this guitar before me, he played a lot by the beach. And I don't know if you could tell, but it's pretty haggard. And then on the neck, I can get all that smoothed out with this right here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I didn't get any viewers for this. Maybe you'll see this someday. But it was good to touch base and just kind of tell you where I'm at and where I'm heading. And I'll keep touching base once a day or so. if I can figure out how to turn it off.